Yeah, well, I don't understand. Anytime we miss 2 weeks, then you just do that whole. I guess we should just not do the podcast anymore.
Maybe we'll take 3 months off, which means it's over.
Yeah, like why do you act like such a baby?
Why did you do it for 3 months?
You act like Skell when you do that. You act like a baby. You're like, oh, take 3 months off.
No, well, you took 3 months off.
I guess you can never do it. I guess we can
you
never.
You took 3 months.
When I was getting divorced?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Little different.
And threw me under.
It was a little different.
And threw me under.
Which again, we talked about last episode, flaws in friendship.
Yeah, I should have brought some up.
Yeah,
about that situation.
Well, I should have brought them up
my
about
opinion
you in that,
and then throw me under.
I should bring up about you in that situation because you're like the most insensitive person I ever met. You know,
that's unbelievable.
I tell you, I'm getting divorced, and you're just like, oh, you're gonna go slay girls.
I was actually trying to tell you. I was actually trying to tell you that you make sure you don't just want to go and slay girls.
No, that's not what at all what you said. That's not.
Well, if you took it wrong, that's on you.
You weren't even like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Are you doing all right? No, not at all.
Well,
you were
just
trying to
take your side because you were
into cracking jokes.
Do you want to get into it?
Get into it.
Well, no,
you went right into cracking jokes.
Came in, cracking jokes because of the way you told me what was. Hey, listen.
What do you mean the way I told you?
Well, you're just like,
me and Kristen are getting divorced.
Yeah, but
wow, crazy man.
No,
you just want to go
like
slay,
that.
don't you? You should take her money from her.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, dude.
That is so lying. No, and you know what? This is where I should step over the line, but I won't.
Step over the line.
You're saying like, so I take out money. I never once said that. You're saying I don't have a lawyer, and you're like, hey, what should I do here, there, and everywhere? And I just explained to you how the law works. And also, the only reason you were saying slay is I knew where the thing was because you were getting into certain things about your marriage that you weren't into, and then I was going to say, well, that's obviously what you want to do. No. Start this fucking episode. What are you, nuts?
Welcome to the Good Tampa Show.
What's Good Tampa Show?
This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
Anyway, you're an insensitive asshole. That's all you need to know.
Opinions are like assholes.
Yeah.
Everyone's got them and they all stink.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the What's Good Tampa Show. Thank you, Heightened Aesthetics and Adam Smith, our sponsors for the episode. If you want to check out sponsorships, you can find them on our Instagram. How are you doing since the last episode?
I'm doing great. How about you?
A little bit of a hot start there, but I think we're cooling off.
And this is how it happens.
Yeah. Well, again, we took 2 weeks off. You know, people have been waiting, so we got to come in on fire.
And we did. We had a lot to talk about, and we went deep, and we're not holding back anymore. We are finally going to get to the shoot, whether you like it or not. We're going to talk about things such as P. Diddy. Yeah. What's going on there?
What is going on with P. Diddy? I saw a little some things in the news.
FBI raided his house. I don't know much about it. We know what they're telling us. So
the cops raided his house?
No, the FBI, I believe, to supposedly get documents that one of two things. Either proves that he was child trafficking and being a pedophile, or they were taking things that showed that and burning it so that he doesn't get in trouble. We don't know. But here's what I'm saying, because I'm sure you're in one of those text messages too where everybody wants to do this thing and what's going on and the bridge crashed and this, that, and the other, and everybody's so concerned with what they're doing, but it's just shiny objects to keep us dumb and rambling around chasing wild goose chases, when really what's going on is make sure that you can provide if shit goes down for your family and your loved ones. That's the only thing you should be worried about.
Yeah, totally. So I thought it was something to do with P. Diddy's daughter. No, am I wrong on that?
No, what do you mean his daughter?
I don't know. I thought something happened with his daughter.
No, what I'm guessing, the big idea about this is, and this is just from, I don't know, I'm not even on Twitter, so I get news from like I said, idiot group chats where they're like, did you see this? And it's always the crazy, yup, they're doing it to us. And it's like, no one ever goes to jail. No one ever you know what I mean? Right. Oh, did you hear there's child trafficking thing? I was like, oh, okay. So you unleashed this through a meme that you found on Instagram and you're like, oh, this happened. And then nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
I'm pulling back the veil for you to see, as if I don't think people that are rich and powerful get away with shit that we couldn't get away with. No shit.
Right. Yeah. Well,
you should keep concentrating on that because that'll probably make your life better.
I also saw in the news this conjoined twins got married.
There we go. Softer side of Sears.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Wow.
That's weird.
Talk about a threesome, dude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And I'm so curious. I have so many questions about that whole thing. Yeah.
And are you thinking dirty with it too?
Yeah, dirty questions. Just how does it work? Who's feeling it? Are they both feeling it? I don't understand.
Oh,
it's fascinating to me. But good for them. They're married. They're happy. So are you married to just one of the conjoined twins? I don't understand.
One brain, yeah.
You're married to one brain.
One just happens to be sitting in.
Yeah. So how can the other one just never get married now? Because
they can.
But then it's how awkward is that? You're fucking my girl, but
you think that's going down? What if they're not having sex?
Well, are they? So they just never have sex? I don't understand.
Yeah.
How are you in a relationship and you never have sex?
Obviously, you don't understand. It happens in a lot of cultures.
Probably yours. That's where you're getting this from.
No, yeah. 4 kids magically appear.
Yeah. It's like the Virgin Mary.
Yeah. But no, not like the Virgin Mary. Actually, the exact opposite. But I get what you're saying. And again, is that a shiny object to put that in the media to get you thinking some weird shit that you shouldn't be thinking?
Well, what should be in the media then?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, there has to be some type of news out there. You're just like,
where do you get your news? That's a good question. Where do you get the majority of what you think you know about what's going on? Where do you get it?
YouTube.
Okay, and then when you get it on YouTube, are you? Would you say, without you knowing, is it slanted one way or the other, or are they just giving you the facts? Because I think that's impossible nowadays. Even if you're listening to Joe Rogan podcasts, where I would say I get 80% of the things that are going on, I hear about other people talking about independent journalists. Basically is where I get it. But they're always, and they're like, well, I'm leaning right down. But it's not that. It's like you have morals and values that you're going to lean towards. And sometimes you're going to change your mind. In my mind, if somebody has the same thing across the board and something that goes against, like, for instance, I'll give you, if you're a super Democrat, you in Vietnam, you were so against the war, and now all of a sudden you are pro-Ukraine, pro-war, pro-Palestine, pro-war. So for me, it's like, and I'm not even just saying the left, the right on the same side of the far right it's a complete flip-flop. Now the far right is free speech. 25, 30 years ago it wasn't. And don't people understand that that's just some cyclical thing?
Yeah.
Why not have an independent thought for yourself? Take the facts, or even slanted facts. But like I don't want to get into the abortion talk, but abortion just isn't just, are you pro-choice or pro-life? And we've gone down this path. There's so many. Are you pro-guns or anti-guns? There's so many. You can't just put, because the easier they put you in a box, the easier they can get you fighting. And then they say, well, you were in this box, so that means you have to check this box, and this box too. If you don't, you're an enemy.
Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Well, like you said last episode, I'm just going to run right down the middle of this one and just say,
Of course. Listen, if they want me to wear the mask, I'll wear it.
Yeah,
I know it probably doesn't even work.
Wear it,
you've seen me wear it, of course. Yeah, and you haven't. And I love that you've seen me wear it when my kid was being born.
Yeah,
my kid was being born, and I'm in the operating room.
Yeah, so
and
you wore a
yes,
mask.
Yes.
So don't
for
say
the security.
You won't do it.
During a pandemic. I'm never going to wear a mask walking to the store.
Okay, got it.
But again, it's not that I'm an anti-masker. It's common sense.
You're the anti-mask.
No, you're the, listen, I'll just do it because I don't want to create waves. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Because that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Conjoined twins. Does that make sense to you? Getting married? No.
I mean,
would you marry a conjoined twin if you?
Would I personally? No. I mean,
why not?
I mean, if I fell in love,
judging?
No. If I fell in love, then maybe I would. But I mean, I feel like it would just be an awkward relationship.
Okay.
Especially the things I like to do. But anyway,
that'd be a double trouble back there for you.
Double trouble, dude. Anyway, so also going on in Tampa right now, we just had Rays opening weekend.
I saw
that. Do you watch baseball? Not really, right?
Not anymore. I used to be big time into it, but I was a Yankee fan for a long time. But I mean, I guess I don't even cheer.
No, I can't even get into it. I tried, but I can't get into it. But what was the thing? So now they switched a rule last year, right? Where like that makes the game faster.
Maybe.
Oh, you don't even know that?
No,
wow,
no.
I know more about sports than you do.
Definitely.
Listen to this. Okay.
But if we went and threw a baseball or hit a baseball, it's no contest.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing.
Yep. Mike Evans, we heard, signed back with the Bucks. Yep. Thank God. I was.
You can
a little
go buy
worried
an
about that.
awesome Mike Evans T-shirt on VintageGimmick.com. One of my art pieces that I did. It's cool. I actually saw somebody in the crowd last night for the early show wearing it. Walked up, flashed it. It was awesome. So that was good to see.
What a mark.
VintageGimmick.com. Go check it out. I have some really badass clothing up there.
Yeah, and I think it was $52 million.
They paid him. They paid him
for 2 years. That's crazy.
Crazy for a receiver too. And they're going to sign Baker.
Yeah.
Or did they sign Baker?
I think they did already. Yeah.
36 million or something.
Something wild. He got paid.
34 million. Yeah.
And Mike Evans got paid. I'm glad because I feel like this will probably be Mike Evans' last 2 years.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Well, no. He could just do 1 year contracts after that. I mean, if he has another 1,000-yard season, he's on, what is he, 35, 34? I think he's young. 33 even, maybe.
But yeah, I'm glad we kept him around. Hopefully he finishes his career as a Buck. And yeah, Baker Mayfield signed again. So we had a good year last year. So.
We didn't go to a game last year and tailgate. We really need to do that this year.
Yeah, agreed.
We have to.
I've also got on the Lightning season tickets list. Did I tell you about that?
Oh, no.
Yeah. I signed up.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. I love going to the Lightning game, so I signed up for season tickets. But it's a freaking 3-year waiting list right now, which is insane to me. So if you guys want season tickets, you better get on the list now.
Yep.
And we're about to have our actually, there's a game tonight. I'm going to go watch that at the press box. Go watch
Nice.
Come meet me at the press box, people. Watch the games, the hockey games. But
He'll buy you a drink.
I'll buy you a drink. But then we're at the 3 last games of the season now, I believe. And then we're headed to the playoffs, which is big. So I'm going to try to get to a playoff game or two. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll find someone to get us in the playoff game.
Yep. I think we can.
I think we can too. So we're going to hopefully have a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah, Tampa sports is going to be fun. I mean, I root for my team, obviously, but
When are you going to give that up?
when am I going to give up what?
Like the Giants? Like
Never. What are you talking about? When you bleed blue, that's what happens.
Oh, okay. Got it. And you're not even from New York, which is weird.
My dad, born and raised in Long Island, that was his favorite team. Vermont doesn't have professional sports teams. So.
Why is that? Because just
Small.
no one cares about Vermont.
No, it's just small. No, it's 660,000 people
That's
in the
it?
whole state.
660,000 in the whole state. Wow, holy shit. But anyway, yeah, Tampa sports taking off. It's going to be great here. So anyway,
It's the city of Tampa is bigger than the state of Vermont.
wow, holy shit. And so in a couple years too, Rays will have a new stadium. The renderings look pretty cool. It's going to be like a whole little.
And the Rays aren't going to come up here, but they're going to keep trying, I think. Yeah. I love it. If it came up here, I mean, listen, Tampa has got so many things that can go down. If they put the people, I mean, how many high rises they putting up right now in Channelside? It's insanity.
Yeah, I mean, and same in St. Pete. There's a lot going up right now. It's just crazy.
Which it's like, where's the room?
Yeah,
Even in Ybor, just back here, I see these little 2-story jobbers that they do because it can only be a certain height, I guess, down here. And Ybor's got brand new buildings going up.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy.
It's wild. Well,
But yeah,
let's take a quick break and then we'll come right back.
hey guys, we know you are all about self-love, but sometimes there's some wrinkles in your face that just won't be accepted by you. And if that happens to you, there's only one place to go. It's Heightened Aesthetics. You got to see Stephanie. Even our podcaster here, Austin's had his face stabbed and it felt very good. Every 3 months, he's hooked. He's going to keep going back. So guys, go check out Heightened Aesthetics. Stephanie is the owner and operator, and she's absolutely amazing. What do you think about all that stuff?
I love it. Yeah, she keeps me looking young and hot, and I'm going to keep going. So thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Heightened Aesthetics.
Guys, thank you so much. All right, we're back. Know what I loved last month?
Tell me.
The What's Good Tampa Show roast.
Oh, yeah, good time.
And we have another roast coming up on the 13th, April 13th. It's a Saturday.
Yep.
It's at 8 p.m. Ian Everett will be defending his championship. We will come out to fog, smoke, and
Just keep
everything
talking.
nice. Where are you going? Oh, he's going to grab his water. But yes, so, this is how we do it when we're talking about the roast with Austin. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to have 10 new roasts available. And I'm not doing this. I'll wait for you. Are you self-employed? Perhaps a realtor. Working in the real estate, you have a bunch of agents over in that real estate office of yours. And if you don't have your own insurance, there's only one place to deal with all the bullshit that you don't have to deal with any of the bullshit. You call Adam Spath, he gets you straight. How did that work for you?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you saved me up to like $400 on my insurance. So, get a hold of him if you can. It's 727-453-0588. Ask for Adam Spath.
Adam Spath, the health insurance answer. Anyway, I was rambling about the roast. Come out April 13th. Tickets are available on Eventbrite right now. See me in Austin and the whole crew.
Yeah, I think we did a good job. I think we had a few critics.
Yeah, we have some. We have a critic. Yeah. And I get it. It's not. I think the comedy world sees us as I don't want to say imposters, but that we don't deserve to be here. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
There's
another thing we got to get out to again here soon is Vigilant MMA. We haven't been out there in a while.
Man.
Good time every time.
It's
we
a
go.
good time every time.
Every time.
One of our former sponsors too. Shout out Brandon. He's the man.
The man. Yeah, let's get Brandon on.
Yeah, well, you know what? Get him on, and I got to donate a piece for raffle or something over there.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. All right, cool. Yeah, and two, also, I wanted to talk about your personal life and things that you have going on.
Okay.
So tell me again now. You're over in Wesley Chapel, right?
Area. Land O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes area. Okay. Tell me for the people who, because I know a lot of people want to move into Tampa area now, right? It's a big moving destination, but Tampa in particular, South Tampa, the city itself can be very, very expensive.
And no land and nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
Things to do.
There's
Yes.
everything to do.
No, the things to do like go spend money on like the bar or food.
Yeah, and there's
the aquarium and
theme parks and all the other types of stuff.
Packed into each other, yes.
Yeah, so but living in the city, it's expensive. Now, moving out to Wesley Chapel can be a little less expensive. You get more house for your money for sure.
Okay, I would say probably same price. You're just getting way more stuff. Like you can spend on a 4-bedroom house. Like what I have, like you could probably get a 2-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? I think it's that. I think you're going to spend the same. You just get more shit with it.
Well, yeah, so you get more for your money. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I don't think those apartments exist up where I'm at. I think it's just like communities of single family
suburbs.
Homes.
It's like the suburbs up there.
It's Edward Scissorhands.
So what in the Wesley Chapel area, Land O'Lakes area, is it that you like to do? What's around there that you feel?
Well, I like my kids being able to play outside and not have to worry about shit.
Okay, that's one thing.
The streets and like you can just my kids actually, it's pretty cool. They do like chalk pictures on. We live in a cul-de-sac, so we're actually at the end, which is nice because we don't have drive-through traffic. There's only 4 houses down there, but a lot of people come and walk in the morning and bring their kids to see the new drawings that my wife and my kids like put throughout. It's pretty cool. But what I like the most about it is just quietness. Being able to just go in the pool whenever and not having 30 people in there.
Yeah.
Down here, I have friends that rent down here in the city too, and it's just different. It's cool, but it's different. You don't have the peace of mind. I can sit on my back porch, watch golfers go through, but they can't see me through the trees. And I can grill out on the side, instead of on the 3rd, 4th story. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, you do have to drive to go to the store instead of walk to the Publix across or get a scooter. But it definitely for a family instance is definitely. But like you probably prefer being not single, but no family. You probably prefer being in the mix of it.
Yeah, I love where I live. I got everything nearby. I feel like every time somebody asks me like where something is, I'm always just like, it's right down the street. Because like where I live, just like everything is 10 minutes away. Like
the one cool thing I like that you have too is like the box. Yeah. That is your local watering hole, and you have this community thing. That's tough to find because even though you want to venture out and you go to other places, the box is where you'll be 85% of it.
I love the press box. Yeah, you can find me there a couple times a week usually. I was there. What the fuck?
Got him.
Dude, what the fuck? Anyway, I was there last night. A fan of the channel came by.
Nice.
They love my mac and cheese reviews, and just and I so appreciate like when people come up to me and say, I watched it. I think it's really cool, and I appreciate when people do that. But this person last night would just not leave me alone.
Over the top.
Yeah, over the top. I was there with somebody, so I'm trying to like have a conversation with the person, and this person just standing behind us, just nonstop talking.
Remember that one time you went to Forbici?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but again, I appreciate.
You drive a Jeep, so do I.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Tough being famous, dude.
Thanks for coming by and saying hello, though.
Speaking of that, Dave Portnoy was doing the One Bite Challenge. 25 different places in Tampa in 4 days or 3 days or something. And I'm a fan. I like his pizza reviews. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
They're huge. Everybody knows about them. But I'm a little upset because I think there's something more to it that he will not do a pizza review of Duamici.
Well, and we know our good buddy Gio at Duamici does not want him to show up anyway. So
because he says what he likes for pizza isn't real pizza. That charred up too. Yeah. But in my mind, though, I still think that would be off the scales. The One Bite app has to have Duamici way up there.
Yeah, we should download it and find out. But he did go. Speaking of, you mentioned Forbici a second ago. He did go to Forbici. I saw that. Yeah, and he actually gave it a high review, 7.9, which I thought he was going to really.
And it's a different style.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was really going to bury it because it's like that Roman, almost like Detroit style pizza, which he doesn't typically like. But so a 7.9 was really good. And then the highest one he did was over in St. Pete, the Violet Stone, I believe.
Have you been
called.
there?
I haven't, no. But I heard good things even before that, and he gave that like an 8 point something.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the top of the trip.
That was the top of the trip so far. I don't know how many more he has.
Oh, he's gone, isn't he?
Well, he might have still recorded some that aren't out yet. But yeah, that was the number one in Tampa that he rated was Violet Stone. Violet Stone. I keep saying Violent Stone.
Yeah, Violent Stone.
Violet Stone. But anyway, so yeah, that was cool to just see him here and doing it. But he always buries Tampa, though, just in general.
He does.
He does not like Tampa Bay in general.
But then you get people like Theo Vaughn that love it.
Yeah.
And Sam Morrell, the comedian Sam Morrell, loves Tampa. Mark Norman. It's funny because, it is a different type of person.
Yeah, and it's so funny.
It's Florida.
Yeah.
People that aren't from here move here because they're probably like a Florida person.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he just is, very down on it, and under impressed.
He was going into wherever he stayed the first time for $5,000 a night, but now we're talking about $5,000 a night.
And you know what? And after watching his video of the edition and that review, I actually agree with him. I mean, $5,000 for what he showed, that is insane.
But the new one he said he liked. He was saying the last time, the embassy or whatever he stayed the first time, he was dogging it hardcore, talking shit, like literally trying to make him lose business.
Yeah, well, he said about the edition that they should close it down.
Then that's where it was. Yeah. Well, then he went to a new one that was like, is what, so maybe that's the embassy or something. But he was like, this is the way, this is what it's worth. The gifts when I get here. But to me, it's like, you just want a hotel to overmark out to you, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, the room itself for $5,000 a night he was showing. I was I would expect a lot more.
Well, don't pay $5,000 a night then. Yeah. Get an Airbnb. Get a house somewhere.
Yeah, that's not the Portnoy way, I guess.
Fuck.
But again, it was cool to see him in Tampa. It's also funny how like Tampa is just like so known for like strip clubs and
filthy minds.
Yeah, filthy minds.
You joined that group.
Yeah, well, we went on a strip club tour like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, sweet. How'd it go? Anything. I obviously can't in the shoot. Maybe we'll get into a little bit more. But
I'll get into anything you want.
But is it is it a very dirty and seedy still?
I think it depends on where you're going, but I mean, we went to the penthouse first, which I like the penthouse. I feel like it's clean. It's decent looking.
Clean strip club. It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah, yeah. But then we went into Mons Venus, which is like very popular, but no alcohol. So if you're going to a strip club and want to drink alcohol, don't go to Mons Venus because it's full nude. Bottoms off and everything. So
it gets wild in there.
But there's no
wash
alcohol.
your hands when you leave the bathroom.
Yeah, but it was just like very disappointing. You pay $25 to get in, and there's no alcohol, but apparently you can sneak alcohol in. And,
really?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just
that sounds weird. That sounds too high school to me.
Yeah, it was
bottoms
bullshit.
off.
It was bullshit. And then we went to the restaurant Riveters right across the street, which was my first time going there, and it was pretty good actually.
Did you do a food review?
I didn't. I was way too drunk, and it was the middle of the night to do a food review, but it was good though. It was a good time.
Awesome.
And so that's my strip club review. Penthouse.
Now, when you're speaking of reviews as an overall place, the Sparkman Wharf that is there now, I wanted to always get into this because I'm, a good friend of mine way back in the day, lived on Harbor Island. So we would always go into the old where Hooters was on the corner, the old Channel side.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it still had that small feel. Now that's just completely different.
Right.
There's huge buildings everywhere and it's a whole thing. Do you like what they've done with it, or do you miss the old, like, where just it could be anything out there? The spray painter in the middle of the street every night.
Well, I think
what's it called? Eddie's. What was the place where you get the frozen drinks right there? Hurricane Eddie's or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Crap, what was it?
Hurricane Eddie's. Is that what it is?
Might have been something like that.
But Splitsville. But I know it's smaller now. But like for me, it was kind of almost run down ish a little bit for a while, and then they just went full ham. And now everything down there. Are you a fan of that?
Well, I mean, the nostalgic part of me likes what you're saying, like the old.
But now it just seems too busy and too like touristy.
Yeah, you know what? It is touristy, for sure. But the thing I think is cool about it, and we kind of talked about this last episode, is that like they're so dedicated on just making all local businesses. So it's always
that's cool for sure.
So like if you really want to go to a foodie destination
and pay triple,
and I mean you're gonna pay tourist prices, but
for a local. That's cool. They're just like, hey, local. Get rid of the local.
Let me just finish this thought.
Oh, sorry.
If you really want to go to a foodie destination and try food that like Tampa's all about by like Tampa, really popular Tampa chefs, Michelin star chefs and stuff, Sparkman Wharf is a good place to go because all those containers are basically
they have Michelin star chefs in these containers.
Yeah. My buddy Chef Joe, he's got Joe Dog there.
So Joe Dog hot dogs.
Yep, and then he's got Toro, the Joe Toro, the Mexican restaurant, is there too. He's a Michelin star chef. So is Chef Alvarez, I believe.
Boy, that must be one badass hot dog.
Who has several different containers there, and also has like Rooster in the Till and Seminole Heights and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, there's like it's basically where these chefs go and they start their new concepts. So like if they have an idea for something,
like a $20 hot dog,
they'll go there. They'll go into the containers to basically try out their new concept. So again, if you're a foodie person and you want to try out flavors of Tampa, I think Sparkman Wharf's a great place to go.
Like it.
No, you don't like it because you're just shitting all over the $20 hot dog.
I mean, that's
it's
bullshit.
Not a $20
Here,
hot
come
dog.
to Ebor. Like, well, actually, Ebor is everything's jacked too. But like, whatever happened to the
everywhere? It's
the
Tampa. Everywhere is
that
overpriced.
So I just need to double my prices for comedy.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to keep it cool.
Yeah, keep it cool.
But you're saying make it touristy and fuck people, just charge them.
I'm just saying.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to hold true to who I am. It doesn't happen anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever.
But otherwise, do you think this is a overall better Tampa or worse Tampa with the influx? In your opinion, somebody born and raised here?
That's a good one.
Because I know there's pros and cons.
Yeah. No, I think it's a better Tampa.
Wow.
I do. Yeah.
So you like all the extra things to do.
Yeah, sure. Who
But you know
doesn't?
what? Every night when it's back to the go-to, right to the box, you
Right
feel
to
at
the
home.
box. I've been going to the box since a child. Love it.
8 years old, you want to go start drinking? You can go there.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we did it.
Did we?
I think we did.
Okay.
We didn't do this last time, but where do they get a hold of you and see all your cool stuff?
You can find me at Tampa's Life on Instagram or TikTok or tampaslife.com.
Guys, I'm a Tampa artist. Find me at vintage_gimmick. Please come to a show down here in Uber here so you can don't drive home. Ebor, 2213 East 6th Avenue in Tampa. It is the gimmick. It is
the inventor
comedy.
of the wooden frame.
The inventor of the wooden frame. And then they can find us here at the show.
At the What's Good Tampa show, what'sgoodtampa.com. And yeah.
Thanks for our sponsors. More sponsors come on through. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show or visit what'sgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.